Welcome back, everyone. This system is not running, it's not moving the air for the heat in home. Basically, the fan blower is not moving at all. We should probably make sure the power switch is off on this.
Yeah.
Did you do that?
Nope.
Nope, it is off. You got that right. Okay, good. Want to make sure. So, what we're doing is you can't move. The whole setup is just like locked. So what we're doing is we're taking the belt off, and we're gonna see what is not moving. Is it the motor, which we think it is because it's about 27 years old, or is it the fan assembly? So. Once we get that loose enough to pop that belt off, we'll be able to tell. Like basically the furnace was running and it was creating heat, but then this blower wasn't turning on, so of course, it shuts off. I just pull this out of your way. It's like a puzzle. Okay, so about to solve this mystery here. So the motor's working.
Oh boy.
Fan's locked up?
Oh yeah.
Oh crap.
I don't know if we can give it a little lubrication.
Well, is there a lot of play in that pulley?
Nope.
Really?
It's just really tight. Yeah, it's probably smelling the this thing spinning on the motor
It's
shaft.
probably burning on the belt.
Yep.
I see that belt. I don't really smell anything. Sometimes you can smell residual burning. The motor's spinning okay.
Yeah. So try turning that pulley wheel.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh wow. I think those bearings are bad, my friend.
It's not wobbling.
No, but they're it's probably shot as we said. This is the whole system's 27, right?
Yeah.
We already done burner rebuild, and we already had to fix this piece of wire is new in that junction box because it was rubbing somewhere around here. Yes, dark spot here,
What we should do is
and it shorted out.
turn just the manual on for the
Yeah.
make sure the motor spins.
Okay.
You might be able to lube it or get it running just for the night.
Maybe.
Your hands aren't in there, right?
Nope, I'm clear. Yeah, motor spins no problem. It actually, after you bumped it, it spun for a good amount of time. So there's no
Maybe just for the night we
rolling
can get
restriction there.
it spinning.
Does this have any oiling ports?
I don't know. Try cleaning it up with a rag. I doubt it.
I wonder.
It's not moving junky. It's moving smooth, but it's just all locked up.
I think it's worth pulling this assembly out.
Maybe the soot got in there.
Yeah, because so to give a little background to everybody at home,
PB blaster.
that metal plate up there actually burned through, and I believe it's on the back side here. I'm not sure how well this is going to show up, but there's a plate.
I'm gonna get some oil, Tom.
All right, I'm going to go over what this is. So there's that round metal plate there. I believe that's the corroded, rusted one. And there's kind of like a burn through area. So this plate here, there's 3 of those on this system. And basically the one that was up here had burned through at the top, and just age, corrosion, what have you, that one had failed. So what we did is we got some gasket material, and that's one of the plates that was originally on the back here. There's one on this side and one on the back side. So I took this apart, noticing it was the same thing, took one of those good plates, put it on the inside with a new gasket material, bolted it in. That solved the issue because it was getting too much air. It was creating a lot of soot, and it was actually getting soot into this area, which is getting into the home. And then we put the bad plate on the inside of here just to give something to bolt to, because it's kind of like two washers, two giant washers, I guess you'd say. And then, of course, kept the good one on the outside here. So this is just blocking the air from the house. This doesn't matter that the other one has a hole in it, because this one's good. So it's kind of a relatively easy fix materials-wise. But this system's old, and the lady that owns the house is in her 90s, and we just try to keep it running for her. We also like her a lot because she's our grandmother and she's awesome. But in the meantime, we gotta get this thing running for her. So we'll probably be back. See if we can get that thing lubed. Alright guys, we're back. Basically, all I really did is do some cleaning on the ends of where the shaft and bearing is, which is really just some simple green, and wipe it down just to get the sludge off. It gives you a better chance of getting the new lubricant in there. Mike's using a lubricant from Sid Harvey's that's meant for, you know, bearings and shafts and whatnot. So he's already had it moving better somewhat, just with some PB Blaster to get things kind of moving. So hopefully we can get this thing spinning good enough to get her heat again, so she can turn up the electric space heaters. Got a little bit of spin after you let it go. That's a good sign.
This furnace got sooted up.
Wow, look at that.
That's the zoom spot oil. That's what that's meant to do.
Yeah, that looked great.
PB Blaster probably cleaned it out a little bit. The Super Green probably cleaned it a little bit. But that zoom spot oil, that's what this is for.
Yep.
It's exactly what this stuff is for.
Good work on that one.
This is why we keep it in the truck.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many power venters or inducer fans I've saved with this stuff? I've got people back up and running with.
Well, without that little bottle, she probably wouldn't be able to use this for heat tonight.
No, probably not. And once this thing starts actually like spinning on its own as a motor from the blower motor, this oil is going to get in there even better.
I think future servicing, a little bit of oil on this. No,
This lady is
probably hasn't been done in a long time.
This customer's like 95 years old. She may or may not be our grandmother.
I kind of already told
So
her.
we kind of want to, if we can get her going. Look at that.
Yeah, Mimi's getting heat tonight.
Yeah, she doesn't
Pretty cold.
have to buy another furnace. Not that we'd probably let her.
I don't think we'd allow her to buy a furnace.
I mean, look at that.
That's way better.
It's probably spinning better than it ever has.
Same as it ever was.
I'm probably going to let you set the tension of the belt because you got a little more practice than that than I do. I don't remember moving that down.
I think when you loosen it, it was just this one. Not anyway.
This thing is kind of,
Frankenbeans.
yeah.
Yeah.
This was somewhere up around here because this wasn't very far down.
Yeah. All right. I get it there.
Ow. Be a nice feeling if we can get her fixed up.
Yeah. It's always nice to let her by. She's awesome. Alright, so to tension these, you adjust this bolt up or down and it just pivots on the other side. There's two pivots. So you want to have, like, this is a little too loose. I know Mike obviously hasn't really tightened it, he just kind of got it close. But if it's too tight, like, you don't want to be able to play music on it. That's very bad. You're going to wear out your bearings and kill them. So you want enough slack so you can move it. Hopefully you can see what I'm talking about. So you can move it back and forth some. Here, let's do this. There we go. That'll probably help. So you're going to be able to, like, this is too far. You move it up some. Too tight, it barely moves. So you want it somewhere, a happy medium from that. So I'm going to adjust
It was pretty far out before, so.
Yeah. That's not bad there. I mean, there's some movement there, but it's not sloppy. It's certainly not going to fall off. But that's not too tight. You know what I mean? Where it's going to be an issue. So I think, where's the wrench? There we go. Especially since this motor is pretty old. I don't want to put any unneeded stress in those bearings just to have the belt be a little tighter. Need another wrench here. The small guy there. Beautiful. Want that coming loose. So there's still a good amount of play in that belt. Like I said, you can't play music on it, but it's not loose, it's not going to fall off, it's not flopping. I think this will work just fine. When we turn it on, if we hear any kind of screeching,
give it a try?
Yeah, you can give it a shot, or anything bad.
Are you ready?
Then
your hands out of there?
one second. If we hear any screeching or anything bad, then that means the belt is slipping and it's too loose. Any high-pitched squealing that it may sound like you're damaging the bearing, which I know we don't have. That's also bad, but I think we're good. So go ahead and hit it, Mike. Gonna take a minute. Oh, did you do that manually?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, well, I turned on right.
How's the look?
It looks pretty good. Yeah, that's good, Mike.
Let it turn on its own.
But it's not so tight that it's not spinning down.
The squirrel's cage work spinning good?
Yeah. One thing I can't tell is if maybe it's just me. Maybe the slide is here. I couldn't tell if the motor was over a little bit to the right, like not in line with the lower pulley. But I think it's just the way the light's hitting it. I think it is good.
We didn't change that.
No, I know we didn't change it. Just it's going to adjust it. Actually, this doesn't really have adjustment for that, so I think it's just the way the light's hitting it.
On the bolts of the underside of the motor, you can slide it over.
Yeah, but I'm looking at that because I can see the motor mount, and there's no left and right adjustment. It seems that's interesting. Normally there is. I think it's just the way the light's hitting it.
Yeah.
Because I checked when I adjusted this belt in the past. It was in line. I think it's the shadows throwing me off. It's the way the light's setting. But in any case, the reason it went on and off like that is because Mike was manually turning on the blower. So there's nothing wrong with the furnace. It wasn't like doing some sort of weird surge. So we're just going to give this a minute here. As soon as the unit heats up enough, it'll kick this on automatically, and we'll be in good shape. Oh, you took home the landing away.
Oh, sure. Well, more importantly, I think we should the heat.
I don't know. These videos are pretty important. We're going to be signing off our channel now. The thing's going to fail.
Never want to just, it looks good and walk away. Always test it. Could be something else wrong. This turns on by high limit, so I'm going to warn the customer that we may get a little bit of oil smell in her house because we oiled everything out. So once a limit switch makes, it's going to kick this blower on.
So it takes the longest when you're just simply waiting for it. As you start pondering life and if there's something wrong with it or whatnot. But the best thing is just to be patient.
The rubber is not terribly dirty.
No, it really wasn't that dirty. I just think it maybe just hasn't been lubed in a long time. I mean, it is older, so it's not too shocking that that happened.
It's probably been struggling for a while and it just locked itself up.
Filter in, back door on, but your MA has heat, which is the best part. So if you guys don't mind, if you can like, subscribe, and help us out, that kind of helps us keep creating this content that, you know, maybe one of these videos we make would help you to not have an issue with no heat in your home. So that's kind of the point of this channel, and if we can show you something, a simple fix, or just something to get you through the night so you get the right part, or have your local professional get you a part. It's kind of what we're trying to do. So yeah, please like and subscribe, and have a great evening, or night, or morning. It just depends when you're watching it. Have a good one.